A lot of panic, a lot of hysteria in the news media this year about climate change and the heat wave that we're experiencing here in Britain. But I want to show you what an advantage this can be for archaeology. Take a look at this drone photograph, which I took quite by accident the other night, not expecting it to reveal a long-lost Roman road in a field where it has not been seen for decades. That accidental discovery led me to the LiDAR, and wowzer, look at that. Modern roads either side, Roman road coming down the middle, loud and clear. I challenge those of you who always say you can't make out the LiDAR Roman roads to fail to see that. Bad eyesight comes with this channel's decrepit demographic, I guess. Armed with LiDAR and drone, we're going to check out what other remarkable views we can get of this long-lost Roman road. Can you see it in this lower level shot? So moisture basically in the buried roadside ditches, revealing what used to be much more evident here before modern ploughing. So good to see this. I've popped back a few times to fly around, but nothing has quite matched those accidental shots when I was actually meant to be photographing the eclipse. But there's some great stuff to see. There will be surviving road structure in this field corner, for instance, where there's been less disturbance. And note here, where we would assume that this short stretch of country road follows the Roman line, it is in fact slightly off of it. Can you see that with your old eyes? And I think we can actually see some physical signs of that if we fly over and have a look. So this is not far from our home, and we actually came up here to photograph the moon blocking out the sun. It was a pretty poor effort, as you can see, but I did capture some bemused cattle who did this really weird sort of mooing when it went all dark and still. My wife's pinhole camera turned out to be completely rubbish. Don't tell her that I said that. Some other things to note here. Perfect alignment with the road where it is still used over on the other side of the valley. And then look at that. Can you see something there? If I fly over towards it, the Agger in this rough field, I think is there, but it's really difficult to see. And there's nothing evident in the next field where I assume there's been heavy ploughing. But when we get over here, in perfect alignment with our drought crop marks, there's a cutting constructed all those years ago, nearly 2,000 years ago, to ease the gradient of the road as it descended down into that small valley, still there and in the landscape today. That is a classic way to find lost Roman roads, incidentally. Cuttings often survive when all else has gone. Look for cuttings. Back the other way and get your eye into those drought crop marks, and you will see just how far off the Roman line that modern road has drifted over there. Now, I know if you're a normal person, I'm going to sound as daft as a brush, but it really is quite an emotional thing to see this Roman road in this triangular field again after all these years. I'll read what Margery wrote about it in the 1950s. It was visible then. So the line goes on up 2 fields steeply to Lower Stockbridge Barn, which stands upon it. We can still see that. Beyond the barn, the Agger can be seen crossing the middle of the field to join the present road at a point where 2 others come in from the east. So back then, you could see it any day you passed, whereas now we need a drought. I've just played back the first part of this video and realised I sounded like one of those climate change deniers, so apologies if I've lured you in under false pretences. For clarity, this is a video about a Roman road you can hardly see and not climate change denial. Finally, on this section of the road, the field gate was open on one of my return visits and I couldn't resist wandering in, but at ground level, it's pretty much invisible. I did see that you can see something of the roadside ditches on some years on Google Maps, but nothing quite as good as what I saw that night of the eclipse. Ahead from here then, as we've already seen, the modern road briefly runs sort of beside the Roman line before that heads off, lost in the fields. Where we don't have any drought crop marks to help us. But fortunately, we have Professor Barrett from the University of LiDAR, and this is his orthographic view ahead. So this is where size does not diminish with distance, and the road line is pretty clear. And I know that some of you softy southerners are going to challenge drought status in this green North Lancashire countryside, but trust me, it's been really hot. And to prove my point, I actually got 2 of those terrifying UK government alerts banning barbecues whilst I was out filming this. It's interesting that the Roman road is only used by the modern road for a short stretch here on top of the hill, and then the Roman line disappears again, lost in the fields. But as we so often get, there is a public footpath remembering it. Stay tuned for some stunning physical evidence of this lost road. But here, looking back to the field gate, and where we know the Roman road departs the modern, it's hard to see any trace of the Roman line. Perhaps there's something there. What do you think? But the more I thought about it, the more likely it seemed that this steep slope would have been tackled with a terrace. And is that, in fact, what we're looking at in this LiDAR here? How are your old eyes coping, by the way? Actually, some of you really moan when the LiDAR is in black and white. But look at that. You know, something clearly there. I couldn't spot any sign of that in the field, though. Can you see it? Moving into this field, and the hedge stroke fence line marks the onward course of the road. It's pretty much on it, in fact. Possibly some signs of later quarrying in the corner of the field over here. Quarrying for roadstone, perhaps. No sign in the next field, and the hedge seems to be departing the line of the road. And then over here, I've long wondered if this field boundary kink remembered some Roman terracing, but up here now it's clear that there's no need for that just yet, and the LiDAR actually shows that the road is right over here out into the field. But then wowzer again, look at that, a clear terrace on what is actually a pretty steep slope, and I think we can see some physical survival of that in the field today. Take a look at that. And interestingly, the house over there once had a similar terraced sort of driveway of some sort coming down on that side of the hill as well. Now, you'll see we're hitting this wooded strip, and that's where the road physically survives best in terms of what we're looking at today. There is a footpath in the field on the western side of that, enabling views over the fence, where the derelict road can be clearly seen, its ditches and the width preserved. You know, possibly this survived here if it did actually once play a part in serving that house or an earlier house up on top of the hill. The extent of the road survival in those trees and that visible terracing was a very pleasant surprise. So here we have a road maintained for 300 plus years, and then nothing. Just a few fragments remaining in use here and there, the rest slipping away. And on that, whilst putting this film together, Professor Barrett from that LiDAR University noticed this on another section of the road. You can see it there. Look, the Roman road line is very clear, but look what obviously happened. A big diversion necessitated by something at this beck crossing, a landslip, flooding, something like that. Just goes to show how long these now lost Roman roads were actually maintained for before they started their long, slow disappearance. Well, that was marvellous. It all started off as a mild curiosity on the night of the eclipse, and it has led me to this, discovering the remains of the Roman terraceway in that hill, leading down into that fabulous preserved section of the otherwise lost Roman road, lurking in those trees there. Apologies if the audio's gone a little bit rubbish at this section, but I actually came out on another day to get those final shots because I wasn't happy with what I got previously. So, and I've forgotten my SIM card for the proper camera, so I'm on the GoPro. You don't need to know all this, do you? Anyhow, perhaps this has inspired you to go out and see what you can achieve with some LiDAR and a drone with your own lost local Roman roads. Thanks for watching. Be back next week. That was bound to happen, wasn't it?